Hey there, how's it going? Been a while, but I was about to head out, and I just really felt the need to be saying this, but it's something I've been thinking about all day, and that's the fact that I absolutely just, I hate that my entire worth is based off of the money I have. Just anything. I feel like I have so much more to me than my wallet, but I guess it just sucks. I hate money so much. I absolutely hate it. I hate. I don't know. This was just out of nowhere for me, but I really need to vent right now because I don't like the fact that I feel like I just have so much more to me than my money. But that's all that people really care about. It's what you can provide. It's what you have and what you can provide and how much of a slice of pie they can get. It's really all that matters. I don't know. I'll probably have a different mindset, different way of thinking in a couple hours or just tomorrow. I might just have a different way of viewing things, but right now, that's just what's on my mind because I still don't have a job. I don't have anything. All I have is I'm going to have money, but what good is money if there isn't an income? Because income's more important than the amount of money one has. Because income says stability, it says consistency. A pile of cash is just a pile of cash. It's just one hit. You know? I don't know, but I mean, I've just been thinking about that. I've been saying on here a whole lot about my day in life, and I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at approaching people and talking to people, and that's been all good, but still have my nerves, but that's just part of it. But I'm just thinking about, is it all worth it because I don't have a job? And I feel like I need a job before I can get any sort of relationship. I looked on this earlier, like what sort of age should you start dating? And they were like, oh, it all just depends on how you feel and how well you feel, and it focused all on the humanity part of it. But there's much more than the humanity part of it. I could be like the best person around, but if I have $0 in my bank account, what fucking good am I? I'm worth nothing. My value is derived from the amount of cash that's in my bank account, not by me as a person. And that's just the way it is. And it sucks. It really does. But that's the only way it could ever happen. Like, I feel like I'm just wasting my time. I should be looking around, finding a job, finding something. But then that'll just eat up more of my time. So then I would have less time to find someone. So I guess I wouldn't have to. And also, there's just my future. There's my future, and I'm going to have to get out of the location I am. I'm going to have to move across states to actually get the job that I want, the career path that I need, that I want for my life. And even that's sounding so romantical because I want to be an actor. That's my job. That's my passion. But at the same time, I also just want to be happy. I want to find peace, and you can't exactly find peace while the path to success is just so out there. Like, I could just stay where I am now, become a welder, and everything's all good. Like, if I had no ambitions whatsoever besides just making money, life would be so much easier. But at the same time, it's like, you always hear people say, you shouldn't like settle, you shouldn't, just follow the money, you should follow your dreams, do what you want to do with your life, do what you enjoy with your life. But I mean, there's that argument, and now I'm just wondering if I'm wasting my time. I need to get out of this house. I really do. I need to get out of here soon. I want to. The more I stay in this house, the more deteriorated my brain becomes, I swear. God. And maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe, I'm only 20. A lot of young people in my age are probably in the same boat. But shit, if I were to just be a welder or be a plumber or just go into some other trade, electrician, whatever, I can make all the bank I want, live a comfortable life, everything's all good. Because those jobs are in demand. You know? But unfortunately, I want to chase a dream that's not even. It's tough. But I guess that's. There's that thing Dwayne said, die on the road. What if I can't make it? What if the road's too long? What if the road's too rough? Die on the road. Die on the road. Maybe I should just die on the road. At least you go out with dignity. At least you go out being yourself. And not just another person chasing a dollar. You were actually someone who thought higher than that. Who thought higher than the dollar. That's what I want. I don't want to be just chasing money for the rest of my life. I don't want if you were to summarize my life, I don't want to be the money chaser. I don't want to be the guy that was just there to survive. I want to live. And there's a big difference between surviving and living. And I want to live. I want to live my life. And I guess that means dying on that road. Maybe I just convinced myself right there, just die on the road. I gotta. I've been thinking about, because these walls right here that I have, above my desk here, they're pretty barren. They're kind of like wood, but they need something on there, and I think I need to start putting reminders up there about how I want to take my life. There's the quote from Teddy Roosevelt, the man in the arena, and there's also Dwayne with "Die on the Road." I need to have those on that wall to just remind myself of I should just keep going. But it sucks that I have to You know what? Other people define me by the amount of money I have. But who gives a shit about them? Maybe it's all about my definition. Maybe it's just me that matters, not anyone else. But if I were to find love out there, then I would have to. It's not like. You kind of have to meet them where they are, too. And that's the tough thing, because I can be myself all I want, but if I don't, you know, change myself a little bit, then I won't be compatible to anyone out there. And that's the tough thing. That's the terribleness of it. Is that you have your own definition, like you see that on like sometimes with like women where they say, "Oh, I'm a 10," and they're a fucking ogre, right? Like you have those women. And sure, they could be just confident in themselves. They see their own value, they see their own self-worth, and they're going forward. But if society doesn't see that, you're not going to be a 10, babe. You're going to be a 1. So you kind of have to meet them where they are. So it's tough. It's tough being your authentic self. I think I'm starting to get it. And this world will push you this way, that way, all the way around. But you gotta be happy with who you are. I don't know. It's just something to think about because, I mean, if you go too off the beaten path, then, like, you're unlovable, you're unemployable, no one's gonna want to be your friend if you're just so off the beaten path. But if it's your path, then who's really right to say? Because you got your path and you're happy with your path, but no one else is happy with your path. Do you just say fuck them? But if you say fuck them enough times, if you say fuck them to the entire world, you're all by yourself. You got no one. So you always got to meet them where they are, but you also have to stay true to yourself, and you also got to do this, and you also got to do that. And it's just it's strange. It's strange trying to be yourself in this world. Because it's so easy to put on a face. So easy to put on an act. And just be someone else. Like right now I'm, learning this character for this play I'm in. And I enjoy that so much because it's someone else. It's someone else. I play a different role. And sure, this character is complex and everything, but it's for some reason it's easier to understand someone else than it is to understand myself. Maybe because it's like when it comes to myself, I see all the complexities within myself. It's hard to define myself because it's me. And my brain is fucking weird. But when it comes to someone else, like, it's a little easier to define. Because in a way, it's like I see me in them, and somehow that makes it clearer. And it's weird. It's very strange. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to talk about it because I need to get it off my fucking brain cage, and this is a good way to do it. But who am I without my money? That was the main thing of this. Although I think surviving versus living will be. I mean, I put that on a list a while ago, so I think that's a better title. But who am I without my? I'll probably just do both titles. I'll figure it out. But it's just something I've been thinking about for quite a while. Just who am I? Because I still don't know. I don't know entirely who I am. Like some days I'm fully confident in myself. Like this is me. I am this guy. I feel good. I feel like me. And then today, it's like, well, what am I without money? What value do I bring to the table that where I don't have money? And that's not much. Because me just being myself, that's not much of a bargain. That's not material. It's just being a person. And what good is that? If you don't have something to bring to the table, something tangible, something you can actually hold in your hand, like a big stack of cash. It's just one of those things about being a man, I guess. Stupid. But yeah. I don't want this video to be too long, so I think I'll end it there. I gotta go. Got rehearsals in a little bit, so I gotta get going. But it's good to be back here because I needed to talk about this for a little bit because holy hell, my mind is. Maybe I'm just making it too complex. Maybe I should just go out there and see what happens and just stumble and fumble and do all that. Because I know money isn't everything, but at the same time, money is everything. So it's weird. I wish money wasn't anything. I wish money didn't exist. I don't know what sort of world that could create, but the evilness of money is just. It's really shit. And it's. If we just didn't have anyone just holding it all, if for some reason, if it could just like be kind of spread around a little further, keep the blood flowing in this body that we call our society, and the money is the blood. Too much blood in one area, that's bad because it means no blood's going into the other area. So you gotta keep it all flowing. And that's capitalism good. That's a good capitalism right there. But once you have one part of the body hold it at all, that's a dysfunctional body. Some bad's going on there. And the value of a man diminishes every day. But there's less and less cash and just less and less respect. Because I feel like I'm more than just my wallet. I'm a man. I'm me. With all the craziness in my brain and all the wonders and the good and the bad. Everything. It all has value. But yeah. I think I'll end it there. So, yeah, you have a good day. Alright. See you later.